I move it?
All right, I'm going to say next slide. All right, this is the photo of the rabbi, which you already saw. It's 1940 with a bishop and police officers. What's he doing on the steps of my grandmother's village? Like, what's the story behind this? And that's what the rabbi, I mean, that's the synagogue in the concentration camp. So when do you ever see a concentration camp in Auschwitz? Okay, I mean, a synagogue.
In a concentration camp.
In what camp is this?
My grandmother's village.
Ah, this is in the village, in the camp.
In a camp called Campania. Okay, next slide. And I'll speak slower later, but this is just to give you a summary. This is a list of people who were in Campania. They're all foreign Jewish names for the most part. They're not Italian because they interned the foreigners first. The Italian Jews never were forced into ghettos. Okay. Next slide. This is going to be important. This is Giovanni Pelleducci. He saved 5,000 Jews. He's been honored at Yad Vashem. He got deported to Dachau. He died in 1940. He was a police officer that didn't obey his orders. He did this. You know what that is, Italian?
Yes.
They don't look, they don't pay attention. This is Mr. Wolf, the first survivor I met in my grandmother's village. Look at the difference from Dachau to Campania, okay? This is Mr. Wolf with a bunch of survivors on the steps of my grandmother's church. This is the church. This is the door to the convent. You're going to meet this man later in a picture. But look how the police officers are, their guns, there's no guns, they're on the floor. They're hugging each other. This is Mr. Wolf, is an older man with the commandante of the camp, Remo Tagliaferri.
Italia?
In Campania. Okay, this is very important. You have to explain this to him. At this picture, after this picture, you're going to tell him to put the
Cuando pase esta foto, vamos a poner...
And I call her Anne Frank. This is Horst Stein, a friend of Mr. Wolf's, and this is him in his camp with the saxophone. This is his father who went to a spa because he was sick, and the Italians paid for him to go to a spa. I can't make this. I'm going to say this. I can't make this up. I'm not that intelligent. Okay. This is Mr. Stein, who you saw in the video, and this is the mujeres come to visit the family on visiting day. Visiting day. Notice in none of the pictures, no Star of David, no J, no armband. Very
this was
important.
inside the camp? So the camp was very light. It was like...
It's not like Auschwitz or Dachau.
They were living very...
Okay, and then we should start.
And they didn't. They were not deported to.
This is a rabbi in a camp called Feramonti, which is on your wall, where there were 2,000 to 4,000 people in barracks, but they had their own parliament. And look how they're dressed. You know, nobody. There's no striped pajamas, no uniforms, no Star of David, nothing. If they walked in the streets, you'd never know they were Jewish. Next. This is children in a camp. I know this guy. Okay, this is children in a camp. This is a wedding in a camp. When do you see a wedding?
No.
This is Potenza. This is a family that they all were saved, and I'll explain that more. You have Potenza on your wall, right? Potenza's on your wall. Not everything in Italy was good. 1,259 people were deported from Rome on the 16th of October.
1,610?
1943.
Okay.
Going. That's Feramonti. When I took 4 sets of groups of people back to Italy so they could meet some of the people that saved their lives, and that's the group. And that's where it all started. Go back, and it ends in Campania on the same steps with the rabbi and the thing. You like?
Yeah, I love it. That's really nice.